The Australian rock band Kingswood is currently touring in Europe, and we are talking at their concert in Stuttgart at the Café Galao with the band leader Fergus Linacre.
Very good pronunciation.
How you got together to form the band?
Alex and I went to school together, and so we had a band together when we were 11 years old. And then we were in different bands growing up through school. He went down the more classical route and went to a musical college for piano, and I was in like punk bands. And then after school he wanted to start a rock and roll band, and he came to me and said, can we start it together? And we've been together in the band ever since. But we played in a band when we were 11 years old.
How is the music scene in Australia, and how difficult or easy is it to enter the European, British, Northern American music markets from so far away? As of there are some well-known names like Kylie Minogue or Natalie Imbruglia or some others, but generally Australia is quite far from Europe, from North America, the generally most important markets of the music scene.
Yeah, it's certainly difficult. It's possible to sustain a musical career just in Australia, but if you can break into Europe and North America, and then it's obviously far more beneficial. Yeah, it just requires hard work, and often it's good to sort of move here for a time and stay here for 6 months or a year. Or I have lots of friends in bands that move to London or move to Paris or America to really focus on those markets. So yeah, it just requires a lot of dedication, but yeah, it's certainly hard to break in over here. But I always think that if the music's good, it will rise to the top.
How is the Australian cultural political system? Are there some state or federal institutions which are supporting the arts scene? If yes, how? Were there some special state-funded programs during the COVID restrictions to support the artists who can't play live events?
So I think Australia is pretty good for helping arts. There's a lot of grant systems where you can apply, and they will help fund a tour or a project. It's a difficult process to apply for, but there is a lot of support for artists, I imagine, better than most of the world, maybe not everyone. Through COVID it was very difficult. They did give out payments each month to people, and musicians could, some musicians could apply for that, because there was no way for the musicians to perform or make any money. But that was a very difficult time, certainly for music and many industries. But I think compared to the rest of the world, I think Australia we're doing quite well for the support and recognition of the arts and investing in the future of the arts.
How is especially the rock scene in Australia? Are the bands cooperating and supporting each other, or rather rivals?
No, there's a great community amongst the rock scene for sure, especially the heavy rock scene, because they're kind of competing against modern pop music and electronic music. So the different groups band together, but also there is a big unity in the Australian music industry. I don't think people are really against each other or competing against each other. So there's festivals that have heavy metal and pop and dance and country, and everyone's sort of, it's quite a united front, I think, in the Australian scene.
You recorded your hit Bittersweet in German as well. What motivated you to do it?
It was our first tour out of COVID, and it was a tour that got postponed because of COVID, and we were coming back to Germany, but we had no music out, no new music. So we wanted to come and give something and put a song out, and Bittersweet was a song that did well over here. So we re-recorded it in German and put that out as a single, and that was great fun and well received from the German people, and it was great. We still play it and sing a little bit of the German, maybe tonight. Yeah, it was just we wanted to put something out, so we did a German version of our hit Bittersweet.
How is your current European tour?
Just starting tonight. Our first show, we got here yesterday, flying 22 hours and then driving from Frankfurt, and we love it here in Stuttgart, and we love it here in Germany, and we are very excited for the next 6 weeks, taking us all around, other countries too, but mainly Germany. So yeah, we love coming back here every year, and especially to this place as well. I think no matter how big it grows, we'll always play here, this small little cafe, because it's been one of our favourite places.
What are your plans for the future after this tour?
We're going to go back to Australia and keep working on a new album, and then more Australian touring next year, and then we're going to come back next year at the same time, and forever. We'll always come back here. But yeah, we just love playing, we love touring, we're just going to keep making music, keep putting music out, and keep playing for as many people as we can.